Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Lex Frost here, and this is my review of Do the Right Thing, directed by Spike Lee, which is also the newest movie I've watched in my film lit class. So as all said, let's get straight into the review, I guess. Okay, and before we get into it, I do want to say here's a spoiler review. This movie is like 35 years old, so I don't know, but yeah, I do think it's important. Also, there's one thing I've learned from doing all of my Invincible reviews is I'm terrible at seeing spoilers for like YouTube shorts. So yeah, I think it is important that the least I can do is make sure I'm good with it for videos. So yeah, and before I do go full into it, I would like to give somewhat of a recap about what Do the Right Thing is. And basically, Do the Right Thing is like about a I'd say like college aged. I mean, like a kid, a boy, I guess like a man in his like 20s named Mookie, who's played by Spike Lee, which I actually really think that's cool that Spike Lee starred in the movie and was also like the main character, because you don't really see that often. I mean, we did almost get Ben Affleck writing, directing, and starring as Batman in his solo Batman movie. That never happened, which that would have been like crazy. But yeah, I mean, you don't really see that often, so it is really cool that uh, it did happen and Do the Right Thing, and that it also was pulled off. So yeah, so as for the like, what is this movie about? So it's about we follow our main character named Mookie in New York in the 1990s, and basically like during like build up, and there's like a lot of tension with like racism, which like leads me to like one of the first things I think this movie does amazing is commentary on racism. And I think in what this movie does best about it is showing that it's like racism isn't just two sides with like people of color versus Caucasian or white people. Well, it's like it's not just that. It's more of like everyone is racist to everyone. I think that's like somewhat important, even though like white people being racist to people of color is like very prominent and like definitely. I mean, yeah, most likely happens the most. I mean, I personally think it does. But yeah, I mean, I think my parents are home, so prepare for a couple of cuts in case they call me for stuff. So yeah. I think Do the Right Thing does an excellent job at that, and like just showing how it's like racism isn't just like two side, like not necessarily two side, but like just like yeah. I mean yeah. So yeah. I mean, Do the Right Thing does an amazing job, especially showing how it's like you can't you can't just violence doesn't solve anything, and this movie does do a good job at that. And what is going on up there? Hopefully I don't get interrupted. But yeah, I mean, I think this movie does an excellent job. I mean, it has a great message of like, if you want to make your community better, you have to do the right thing. And I think that's like such an excellent title. And yeah, also as for some other things I like about this movie, the music I think is amazing. Mm, Amazing in this movie. Also, the set design I absolutely love. I mean, if I mean, there's not a bad looking like a bland frame in this entire movie. It is like every single like setting in this movie looks amazing, and I really appreciate that. Also, gotta say, I mean, this movie does such a good job of like tension, especially because this movie takes place during the summer, and because it's during the summer, it uses like the heat of the summer as like a way to build tension. I think that's just like really excellent. Also, this isn't something I like gave a dedicated slide to, but like the cinematography kind of is like, was like the yellow and red color grading to show how like this entire movie's escalating this tension that also represents like racism during 1990s. Also, yeah, I think it's like excellent, and this movie does amazing job at executing. Also, this is one thing I'm not. The first act of this movie wasn't. I don't know. I thought it was like relatively slow. With the okay, yeah. Well, I thought the first act was just. I thought it was somewhat slow and like not much happened. But I mean, the second act, great. Third act, oh wow. I mean, let's just go full on it. The ending, wow, yeah, that ending was something else. I mean, okay, so basically, I already said that like this movie takes place during the 90s, and there's a lot of tension going around with racism, but like it gets to the point where like it bubbles over the stove at the end of the movie, and like when it does, it is tragic. Now, I enjoy watching people fight each other, especially out in public. That's one of my favorite things to do. Well, not to do, but to watch. However, there is a point where it's like, yeah, also this movie does a great job of like showing police brutality towards people of color, and I think he's so tragic. I mean, there's one character that like, okay, he did start like the fight, like the big fight at the end of the movie, but like, still, I mean, literally, it's like, it is just a fight. The police should not ice people for that. I mean, he's so tragic, the ending. But yeah, I mean, also, I do really appreciate how like this ending does highlight how it's like, I mean, violence. Okay, now I do want to go full forward and like show like how I do feel about like violence and how it does solve things. I feel like violence is one of those things that like rarely rarely ever solves anything. And I mean, occasionally it will, but I mean it's like never really necessary. And yeah, I mean this movie does do an amazing job of showing that. And it's like there's not much to gain from like fighting each other. It's like, yeah, I'll work as a community, and like you have to do the right thing to make a better future for the community. And yeah, I think this movie does exquisite job of that. And yeah, as for my overall score, as of now, I have it at a 9 out of 10. I'm tempted to give it a 10 out of 10. You know what? Screw it. I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10. I'm switching this down. Oh, now you get to see my process of editing a YouTube video, so that's exciting. Yeah, but let me just make this bigger. Also, fun fact, I do go back and look at these slides a lot. Hopefully it's still in full screen. Also, if you want to see, how's it look in where did I? Oh, okay. It's interesting. Oh, wow, okay. I'm always learning new stuff, so yeah. But yeah, overall, this movie is perfect. Also, I forgot because I put it into I need to move this up. As for okay, now this movie is perfect in my personal opinion. However, I kind of I don't know. I'm deciding. Do I put it above Jaws? Because personally, I would rather rewatch Do the Right Thing than I would rewatch Jaws. So I do think that is very important, like rewatchability, in my personal opinion. However, I feel like Jaws is somewhat slower, but you know what? screw it. I'm putting Do the Right Thing ahead of Jaws because, I mean, okay, because once you get past, like, I don't even think it's the entire first act that is slow. I just think it's like, I don't know, it's probably like the first couple of scenes that are slow, and then like once the movie gets going, it gets going really well, and then like is amazing. This movie is something else. And yeah, overall, I highly recommend you watch this movie. I think it is really good. It is also like, it is an amazing job of both being entertaining and educating. I think that's like something that a movie should all strive, that like all movies should strive to be. So yeah, feel free to tell me your thoughts on this down in the comment section. Yeah, okay, and before I do end the video, I do want to give somewhat of channel updates of like other future videos to come. I am like, I'm really close to finishing Superman Birthright and Doctor Doom, The Books of Doom, so like feel free to comment what review you'd rather finish next. I mean, if not, I'm probably gonna do Superman Birthright, mainly because I like Superman more than I like Doctor Doom. So yeah, definitely wanna I definitely wanna like let you, the viewers, decide which you'd rather see first. I mean, of course, you're gonna see both. Also, I'm still reading The Authority. That book is something else. Also, okay. I'm not gonna tell you this because what's the point of giving you a little teaser you're not gonna see for months? But let me just say, I've actually finished all of Invincible and its Cult reviews, and there's definitely something special in the works with that. So yeah, feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see reviews for those comic books. Also, subscribe. I am trying to reach 250 subscribers before the end of the year, and I cannot wait. Also, lately I've been doing like some skits that I think are kind of fun, so also tell me what other stuff you'd like to see from me, and yeah, feel free to tell me but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all very soon with reviews for those two comic books. I'll see you all later. Bye.